Hi everybody, my name is Tamia Fowlkes and I'm a reporter for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. I'm out in the Milwaukee 3rd Ward talking to people about how they're feeling about the 2024 election and the upcoming RNC. Hi Journal Sentinel, my name is Tamia Fowlkes and I'm a public investigator, and I'm here today with Estelle Herndon of the New York Times and the politics podcast The Run-Up. So happy to have you here today.
Thank you for having me, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hi Journal Sentinel, my name is Tamia Fowlkes and I'm here at Summerfest with Maud Latour, who is performing today for the first time at Summerfest and also opening for Muna. We have a lot of really interesting things to talk about, but to start, Maud, can you just tell me what we can expect to see at your show tonight, what fans can expect to see from you? Hi Journal Sentinel, my name is Tamia Fowlkes and I'm a reporter for our Milwaukee Journal Sentinel newsroom. I'm here today with Maryland Governor Wes Moore to talk a little bit about why he's here campaigning for the Biden administration. I would love to ask you, one thing that stuck out to a lot of people after the debate on Thursday was that Donald Trump said that immigrants are taking away black jobs and Hispanic jobs. I'm wondering, when you talk about black voters and what that means for their contribution to the economy and the job market, what exactly was the former president getting at there? Can you tell us a little bit about what your vision for the future looks like? Over the past decade, a lot of people have asked the question, will marijuana ever be legal in all 50 states? But the reality is, it is readily available almost everywhere, and products that mimic the same chemical high are causing some concern. Delta-8, marijuana's chemical cousin, is hitting the market without much regulation. In the 2018 Farm Bill, Congress allowed for the legal sale of hemp, a variety of cannabis plant, which offers very low levels of Delta-9 THC. However, many Americans can find products similar to traditional marijuana in gas stations, smoke shops, and souvenir stores. And consumers are noticing that without regulation, they might not be getting what they think they are paying for. Delta-8 and other potent cannabis products are flooding into the United States with little oversight or consumer information. Whether you're buying gummies, candy bars, caramels, vapes, seltzers, or smokable buds, Delta-8 products tend to offer the same intoxicating and sedating effects of legal marijuana. Some products are marketed as sleep aids, others to relieve anxiety, some offer vivid hallucinations and a mild buzz, while others offer none at all. But in 2024, doctors and researchers are raising alarms about risks. Accidental overdoses, including among children, have soared. America's poison centers around the U.S. have logged more than 8,000 Delta-8 related calls from 2021 to 2023. Technically, there is no legal age to buy the product. And while some states are scrambling to control or ban Delta-8 and similar products, lawmakers in some states have done little to combat the budding billion-dollar industry. Broken windows, burned books, and graffiti. That's what leaders at Wisconsin Family Action found this morning after their offices were vandalized. On a cold, sunny Madison day, there is one thing that always can bring people together. The Dane County Farmers Market, that is. Making its official return this morning, the market welcomed an excited crowd to the start of the spring season. Absolutely. And I mean, one of my favorite quotes from the book is right at the beginning. It's a quote from David W. Blight, where you know, our nation's most glorious remembrance is all but overwhelmed by an even more glorious forgetting. And in this age of social media where bad things seem to happen every day and they're just posted online and we do forget about them, is there anything that you feel we can do better as a nation to remember and to engage in these conversations more actively? I mean, the really interesting part of that conversation that they were having at Braver Angels was, you know, they call themselves Reds and Blues, and they kind of are intentional about mixing those groups and having dialogue about what they want to see changed in the country. Do you feel like, having been here this week, that conversation about unity has been really direct, but also we don't know how it's going to play out over the next couple of months? Do you feel like there's room for bipartisan collaboration based on what you're hearing?
I think that it's in the air, and I think certainly the kind of tragic events of Saturday has really made that top of mind for people. You hear kind of politicians say there's an incentive to tone down the political rhetoric, and I think there's a desire from the public to really have a political system that reflects more of those concerns. Yeah,
you have a new song, Come Down, coming out, I think tomorrow, is that correct?
At midnight tonight, yeah.
Can you tell me, or like give me like a vibe for what that song is like?
Totally.
Maybe a lyric hint?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Lyric hint, let's see. There's a lyric that goes, we was 16, we would never get carded. So it's kind of about being all the memories of, like, I don't know, teenage years. And you know, when you're in your 20s, suddenly all the teenage memories come back to you, like what? So it's a bit of a like nostalgic, kind of secretly a grief song, but still like holding all the memories. Where do you put the memories? And it's for just like this exact summer nostalgia type of feeling, yeah.
In their 16 years of operation, representatives of the anti-abortion nonprofit say that this is the first time that they've been targeted so aggressively. They believe the vandalism was motivated by last week's Supreme Court leak indicating the possible overturning of Roe versus Wade. The group's president tells us they won't let the damage take away from their stance and will remain strong against abortion.
Actually, it's very people who perpetrated this against us that again, they're free to disagree with us, but they're not free to destroy property. They're not free to threaten individual lives and safety. That's not how this needs to go.
Arson investigators have so far confirmed that at least one Molotov cocktail was thrown at the office. Madison Police and Fire are still investigating this attack. In a written statement, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes said the acts of violence, including the destruction of property, do not aid in any cause. He says federal partners have been made aware of this incident, and he'll have more updates to share tomorrow afternoon. Tonight at 10, I'll share more of an in-depth look at the damage left behind at Wisconsin Family Action and share more from group leaders on growing political unrest. Today, members of the Janesville community gathered to spotlight the stories of refugees and Ukrainian citizens. Through a fundraising event called Music for Ukraine, organizers used fellowship, song, and prayer to uplift the voices of Ukrainian refugees.
This is a community event, and we want to reach out and say we're thinking of you and praying for you and hoping for the best.
Through music, event organizers wanted to offer comfort and hope to community members. Tonight at 10, I'll explore the stories of families directly impacted by the crisis in Ukraine and share some additional resources to help those in need.